Over 60. The truth about eggs and muscle loss? What works better? Here's a sobering truth that might shock. If you're over 60 and still counting on eggs as your main protein source, you could be setting yourself dangerous muscle loss out even knowing. I know. For decades, we've been told eggs are the perfect protein. But here's what the health industry doesn't. Eggs only deliver about 6 grams of protein per serving, and that's simply not enough to protect your aging muscles from the silent breakdown happening in your body right now. What if I told you there are 5 natural foods you probably walk past in the grocery store every week that deliver 2, 3, even 5 times more usable protein than eggs? Foods that could be the difference between staying strong and independent at 70, 80, and beyond, or becoming another statistic of preventable muscle loss. Today, we're exposing the egg myth and revealing the protein powerhouses that could change everything about how you age. Let me share something personal. 3 years ago, my neighbor Dorothy, a vibrant 67-year-old, came to me frustrated and scared. She'd been eating 2 eggs every morning for 15 years, thinking she was doing everything right for her health. But Dorothy was getting weaker. Her steps were slower. Getting up from her favorite chair was becoming a struggle. Her doctor mentioned something called sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss, and Dorothy realized that her trusted eggs weren't doing the job she thought they were. That conversation changed everything for both of us. It set me on a mission to uncover the truth about protein for seniors, and what I discovered will probably surprise you as much as it surprised Dorothy. Before we dive in, I want you to think about this. When was the last time you felt truly strong? When did you last bound up the stairs without thinking twice, or carry groceries without strain? If those days feel distant, this video might be the most important 18 minutes you spend today. Please take a moment to tell me in the comments, where are you watching from? And how has your energy been lately? I read every single comment, and your experiences help create better content for all of us. Let's start with some hard facts about eggs that might surprise you. Yes, eggs are a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs. But here's where the egg myth falls apart for seniors. 1 large egg gives you only about 6 grams of protein. The USDA data shows that's roughly 13 grams per 100 grams of whole eggs. Now, if you're 60 or older, research shows you need significantly more protein than younger adults. About 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight daily, just to maintain muscle mass. For a 150-pound person, that's roughly 80 to 110 grams of protein per day. Do the math. You'd need to eat 13 to 18 eggs daily to meet your protein needs from eggs alone. That's not just impractical, it's potentially harmful due to cholesterol and calorie overload. But here's what really concerns me. Millions of seniors like Dorothy are unknowingly under-consuming protein because they believe their daily eggs are enough. Meanwhile, their muscle mass is quietly disappearing at a rate of 3 to 8% per decade after age 30, and that rate accelerates dramatically after 60. This isn't about blame. It's about better information, and that's exactly what we're going to give you today. Food number 5, Greek yogurt. Let's start rebuilding your protein foundation with something you've probably seen but might be overlooking: non-fat Greek yogurt. Here's why Greek yogurt beats eggs hands down. 100 grams delivers 10.3 grams of protein compared to eggs' 6.3 grams per serving. That's nearly double the protein with virtually 0 saturated fat. But here's the real secret. It's in the processing. Greek yogurt is strained 3 times, removing most of the liquid whey and lactose. What remains is a protein powerhouse that's actually easier for aging digestive systems to handle. Remember Dorothy? When she switched her morning routine from 2 eggs to 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt with berries? She got 20 grams of protein instead of 12, and she felt satisfied longer. Within 6 weeks, she noticed she wasn't feeling that mid-morning energy crash anymore. A landmark 2020 study in the journal Nutrients followed seniors for 12 weeks and found something remarkable. Those who consumed at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily, like what you get from Greek yogurt, preserved 25% more muscle mass compared to those eating less protein. Here's how to make Greek yogurt work for you. Choose plain, non-fat versions. Avoid the fruit on the bottom varieties loaded with sugar. Add your own fresh berries, a drizzle of honey, or mix in some ground flaxseed for extra omega-3s. You can also use Greek yogurt as a base for smoothies. Mix it into oatmeal, or use it as a creamy substitute for sour cream in recipes. Food number 4, cooked chickpeas. Now, let's talk about a protein source that's been sitting in your pantry, probably forgotten: chickpeas. With 11.2 grams of protein per 100 grams, cooked chickpeas quietly outperform eggs. But here's what makes them extraordinary for seniors. They bring protein and fiber to your plate, something eggs can't offer. That fiber isn't just good for digestion. It's crucial for managing blood sugar, reducing inflammation, and maintaining healthy gut bacteria. All of these factors directly impact your body's ability to build and maintain muscle as you age. A fascinating study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked older adults who began incorporating more plant proteins like legumes into their diets. The results? They experienced up to 26% less muscle loss over time compared to those eating primarily animal proteins. Think about James, a 72-year-old who used to dismiss chickpeas as rabbit food. When his doctor recommended more fiber for his blood pressure, James reluctantly tried adding half a cup of chickpeas to his lunch salad. Not only did his digestion improve, but he noticed his afternoon energy levels were more stable. The combination of protein and fiber was keeping his blood sugar steady. No more 3 p.m. crashes. To get the most from chickpeas, soak them overnight before cooking. This makes them easier to digest and helps your body absorb more nutrients. Once cooked, the possibilities are endless. Blend them into hummus, roast them for a crunchy snack, add them to soups, or mash them into a protein-rich spread for sandwiches. But if you eat wet or sprouted chickpeas, it would be more beneficial to you. Sprouted peas are full of life force. Food number 3, cooked quinoa. Here's where things get really interesting. Quinoa delivers 14 grams of complete protein per 100 grams when cooked. But it's the type of protein that makes it special for seniors. Unlike most plant foods, quinoa naturally contains all 9 essential amino acids in the right proportions. Your muscles can actually use quinoa protein just as effectively as animal protein for rebuilding and recovery. A 2022 study published in Nutrients followed older adults who added quinoa to their daily meals. In just 8 weeks, they showed a 9% improvement in leg strength compared to a control group eating white rice. Margaret, a 74-year-old retired teacher, was skeptical when her nutritionist suggested replacing her rice with quinoa. It tastes like birdseed, she complained initially. But when Margaret noticed she could climb her apartment stairs without stopping halfway for breath, she became a quinoa convert. Quinoa is particularly rich in lysine, an amino acid that's crucial for muscle repair and calcium uptake. As we age, lysine becomes increasingly important because our bodies become less efficient at recycling and reusing amino acids. Here's a pro tip. Soak quinoa overnight to reduce natural compounds called saponins that can interfere with nutrient absorption. When cooking, try using bone broth or low-sodium vegetable stock instead of water for extra minerals. Add a pinch of turmeric and black pepper for gentle anti-inflammatory benefits. Quinoa works beautifully in grain bowls, as a breakfast porridge with cinnamon and fruit, or mixed into vegetable stir-fries. Number 2, pumpkin seeds. Now we're moving into territory that might surprise you. Pumpkin seeds. Those little things you probably throw away when carving Halloween pumpkins, pack 19 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 3 times what you get from the same amount of eggs. But protein is just the beginning of the pumpkin seed story. Pumpkin seeds loaded with 3 minerals that many seniors are unknowingly deficient in: magnesium, iron, and zinc. Here's why these matter for your muscles. Magnesium supports proper muscle contractions and prevents cramping, crucial when you're trying to stay active. Iron ensures your muscles get the oxygen they need to function and repair efficiently. Zinc helps rebuild muscle tissue and keeps your body's recovery systems running smooth. Food number 1. Tempeh. Now, you might not be familiar with our number 6 food, tempeh, a traditional Indonesian food made from fermented soybeans that are bound into a firm, dense cake by a fungus that delivers 20 grams of protein per 100 grams. But what makes it special isn't just the quantity, it's the quality and digestibility. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, tempeh is made from whole fermented soybeans. That fermentation process is a game changer for seniors. Fermentation pre-digests the proteins, making them easier for aging digestive systems to break down and absorb. It also creates beneficial probiotics, the good bacteria your gut needs to properly absorb and use protein. Here's something most people don't realize. Your gut health directly impacts your muscle health. A major study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with healthier, more diverse gut bacteria maintained 18% more lean muscle mass over a year, even when their diets were similar to those with poor gut health. Tempeh has a nutty, slightly earthy flavor that works well in many dishes. Slice it thin and pan-sear with a splash of tamari or apple cider vinegar for a rich, savory taste. You can crumble it into stir-fries, layer it in sandwiches, or add it to salads for a protein boost. Make sure to choose food-grade fish powder with no added salt, flavors, or preservatives. This isn't just a supplement, it's a therapeutic tool for restoring and maintaining strength when muscle is hardest to preserve. So, there you have it, 5 protein powerhouses that go far beyond what eggs can offer for protecting and rebuilding your muscle strength after 60. From humble chickpeas to transformative dried fish powder, these foods don't just add protein to your plate. They offer you a path to stronger muscles, better recovery, and most important, the independence to live life on your own terms as you age. The truth is, staying strong after 60 isn't about luck, genetics, or expensive supplements. It's about making informed choices about what you put on your plate every single day. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Pick just 1 or 2 foods from this list that appeal to you and start there. Even small changes, when made consistently, can lead to remarkable improvements in your strength and energy. So tell me, which of these protein foods surprised you the most? Which one are you most excited to try? Share in the comments below. Your experience might inspire another viewer to take that first step toward better health. And if this video opened your eyes to how much misinformation exists about senior nutrition, you're going to want to see my next video about how 2 worst vitamins destroying your leg strength and muscles after 60. If this video helped you see protein and senior nutrition in a new light, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, Senior Health 365. Hit that bell icon so you never miss content that could transform your health and independence. Remember, every day you delay taking action is another day of potential muscle loss. But every day you choose better nutrition is another step toward the strong, independent future you deserve. Until next time, keep choosing health, keep choosing strength, and keep choosing yourself.